Hi, my name is Jean and I'm the Creative Pixie. Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. If you're a new viewer, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. It's been a few months since my last video. That's because we all got the virus over Christmas, and as a result I just didn't feel like filming, to be honest. However, that didn't stop me making. So as you have seen from the photo at the start of the video, I've been busy knitting socks. So let's get right. The first pair of socks that I knit since my last video were these, the Crunkled socks by Kay Jones, and I knit these for my husband, so they're quite big. He has worn them, they have been washed, so they're not looking the best, but I thought I would just show them here so you could see what they're like. So these here were knit in Finkelana Arwetta Classic yarn and in the colour 252. So as you can see, it's quite a burnt orange kind of colour, and it's got this fabulous texture. And my husband, he says these are his favourite socks. He really enjoys the crunkled texture of the knit and purl stitches. It gives it a bit of thickness, and he says they are so cosy to wear. He really enjoys wearing these. So they've been in the wash a lot, which is testament then to this Finkela. So they have been washed a lot, and the yarn is it's not looking too bad really for being machine washed. I don't hand wash my socks. I machine wash them and let them dry naturally, and they're still looking good. So I knit those for his birthday last November, so that's the Crunkled socks. So after knitting those, and from my previous video where I went through all my stash, I discovered that I had quite a few skeins of DK sock yarn. So I decided to look up to see if there were any nice DK sock yarn patterns, and I found a nice one by Crazy Sock Lady Designs. Yes, Crazy Sock Lady Designs, and these are DK weight vanilla socks. Ta-da! So these are a beautiful, this is beautiful colourway. This is by Gamer Crafting, and it is the Sparkle Sock DK, and the colourway is Infinite Goat Portal. And they are just, let's see there, so you've got lime greens, pinks, blues, purples, blacks, greys, browns, all colours in there. And it was a really nice pattern to knit. They worked up really quickly, so I decided as soon as these were done to cast on another pair. So this one's there for my youngest daughter, and I decided to cast on this pair. And these are again DK weight vanilla socks by Crazy Sock Lady, and the yarn is Hedgerow Yarns Everyday DK Merino Nylon in the colourway Mockingbird. So this is a gorgeous kind of duck egg blue. It has muted tones of yellow, green, magenta, there's some black, there's some navy in there, and these are just really beautiful socks. So I did those. Then after I finished those, I saw online Prof Pearl on Instagram had released a pattern for a sock pattern called the Read More socks. And I thought I would knit a pair of these for myself and my husband. So as everyone else had socks, husband, my two daughters, I decided the next pair would be for me. So I knit I knit these. There is the choice in the pattern to go for a lace or a rib, leg and foot. I decided to go for the rib, not the lace. And if I take it off the sock blocker here, you will see this here says read, and the other one, oh, it's over there. The other one says more, so I'll insert a photo to show you what they're like. And that's the front of the sock with the rib. An afterthought heel. And then the ribbing at the top. So those are the Read More socks. So I decided to buy, this is a paid for pattern. I bought this and I knit myself the socks first because I wanted to see how the pattern worked up, because it's a toe up pattern, and I wanted to see how it would work for my feet, because my feet are pretty standard shaped size feet. So I thought I would see how it works up for me, and then I can decide how to progress with knitting them up for my husband, because he has quite long feet but also quite wide feet, high instep. And after knitting these, I decided that I would do his a different way. So instead of doing an afterthought heel, I thought I would do his, well, you know what, I'll show you. So let me just show you his under works in progress. So here is my husband's Read More sock. As you can see, it looks really enormous. Knit up in the DK yarn, it really enhances how big socks for him are. I don't know why that is, but here is the first of his socks. I am halfway through the second sock, and if I take this off the blocker, you will see this says read. So I will do the duplicate stitching on the second sock to say more. So I decided to not do an afterthought heel and to work his cuff down. In fact, I've gone back and I've used the DK Weight Vanilla Socks by Crazy Sock Lady for his sock. And then I will use the Read More duplicate stitching from Professor Pearl. Also, I've tried to keep a wee bit of her kind of rib design at the top. So like in the Prof Pearl pattern, that was the ribbing. So I've kept that kind of ribbing for his sock. So I am halfway through no, you know what, I'm not even halfway through, that's lies. I am this far. I'm this far on the second sock. So hopefully the next video I'll have those done and I'll have finished pair of socks to show you. Oh yes, so for my socks, I have knit these up in a commercial sock yarn, and the purple here, you can see it there, that purple is Shig Light. That is 225 in Coop Knit Socks, yeah, DK. And the contrasting heel and the words there, that is in Minos, which is 202. And that's Coop Knits, yeah, socks. Coop Knit Socks, yeah, DK. And yep, no, I'm really pleased with how those have worked out. Oh, so that's it for socks that I'm making. I'd like to share with you a cross stitch project that I am working on. So I decided to start a year-long project because I really enjoy cross stitch and I want to get back into it more. So I decided to take on a year-long project where I would do a little cross-stitch bird a month over the course of the year. So at the end of the year I will have 12 little cross-stitch birds to share. So I decided to use the Mouseloft stitchlets little kits that you can buy. I think I bought these in Hobbycraft and online. I keep mine in a little box here, and I'll insert a photo of all the patterns that I have bought for this. And so for the first pattern that I did, I decided let's go nice and colourful, and I decided to use the flamingo pattern. Sorry, the lighting is terrible today. I think it's been the first day of the year where it's been sunny. It's just terrible. So anyway, first pattern I decided to go for was the flamingo. And here is the finished flamingo cross stitch. See if you can see that. I might just insert a photo because the colour, the brightness isn't great. So I keep all the cross stitches in this box here, and you know what, I'll just do a quick whiz through and you can see what I've got here. So I'm going to show you these here. I have a flamingo, a seagull, a hummingbird, emperor penguin, a budgie, a rockhopper penguin, a kingfisher, a peacock, a toucan, a puffin. So those were all the little bird kits. Those were all the little bird kits that I could get out of the Mouseloft Stitchlets range. So then I looked towards the other ranges, and I found in the Woods range they have a little chirpy bird, and then in the Tiddlers range they had a little parrot. So I checked before I bought these, and the two different ranges, they work up the same size on the fabric, so that's fine. So yes, I think Mouseloft are missing a trick actually by only doing so many birds. There's so many colourful birds that they could have kits for. A lot of these birds I noticed, you know, are kind of grey or black. So I'm going to try and alternate designs. So if I have an extremely colourful bird one month, then the next month I might do one of the kind of the grey black designs, and then the following month I'll try and do a colourful bird. But those are my little birds. I'm going to share progress on those on my Instagram with hashtag a year of cross stitch birds. So if you fancy joining in, then please use the hashtag, and so hopefully we'll see progress throughout the year on how I cross stitch up those birds. So while I've been on a bit of a cross stitch kick, I have bought some kits online, and the first kit I want to share with you is this one here, and it is Woodland Creatures. It's a design by Karen Carter and Heritage Crafts, and I won this kit on eBay. It's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. For some reason I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, the size of that I don't know, I didn't think it was going to be this big, but anyway, no, it's all good, it's all good. So I bought this because I thought the fox was pretty cute, and you can see there's other designs on the back, which I quite like the hair one. So if I end up doing this, I'll see how I get on with this, and then if I want to, I'll see about purchasing the hair one. But my daughters have got actually quite into cross stitch recently, and I have been encouraging that. So I thought, if I don't do this, then I'm sure one of them will want to do it. And so yeah, we'll see who finishes their current project and see how they get on, and I might offer them this one to do. Another cross stitch kit that I saw online was on Etsy by Plastic Little Covers, and she had a sale, and I've had my eye on this bookmark for a while, this bookmark kit, and so I bought this. And it says, "I like big books and I cannot lie." So I showed that to my husband and he laughed. So he is a big book lover, so I'm going to make him this bookmark. And I haven't opened it yet, but you can see all the pretty threads in there, and it's beautifully packaged, and I'm looking forward to starting that one as well. I've bought several of her kits, not several of her kits, several of her patterns before in the past, and I actually knit up quite a big sampler one and give that to my friend as a moving new house present. And so yes, her kits, or her charts from memory, they're really nice patterns to sew up, so I'm looking forward to doing that one. So after, so for Christmas I got a bit of Christmas money, and I decided to go to one of my local yarn stores and treat myself to some yarn. So I have some goodies here to show you. First of all though, I shall show you the project bag that I bought, which has cats doing all sorts, cats and scarves, sweaters, knitting, with mittens on. They're kind of cute, and it's an enormous project bag actually. So this project bag is by Emma Ball Limited, and it's got lovely little cat print on the inside, and it holds quite a lot. I mean, at the minute I've got 3 kind of skein packs in there, and it's like not even half full. So I shall show you the yarn that I bought. The first one here is by Siobhan's Crafts, and it is in the Aqua Popping Candy colourway. And it's beautiful. The camera isn't picking up how green actually the yarn looks. It looks quite blue on the screen. On the screen it's looking like turquoise, but in real life it's kind of like a minty green. And it's got these gorgeous speckles in it. So I bought that. Sock yarn. The next one I bought is by You Mama, and the colourway is Storm in a Teacup. So You Mama, Storm in a Teacup, and this is beautiful. So at the bottom of the sock here you've got really rich purples, and then as you go up the purples become a bit more muted and go grayer. So that's that. And then the last sock yarn that I bought is by Copeland Yarns, and this is a mini sock set, and I love the colour combination here. It's really beautiful. So we've got a purple, we've got a almost like a mauve, like a light silvery grey, blue, mustard, and cream. You can kind of see it there. So beautiful combo. That's 5 times 20 gram mini skeins, and that's those. So I thought I could add that to my big jar of minis. So yeah, someone asked me, did I have a project in mind for these yarns? And to be honest, no. I found that if I see a yarn that I like, a hand-dyed yarn that I like, I tend to buy it, because you're never guaranteed you're going to see that yarn again. So I like to put it in my stash, and then I can knit up whatever from it whenever I want. So that is it from me today. I don't have anything else to share with you. I'm sorry I've been a bit rushed trying to whiz through this all, because my camera is blinking at me and I'm sure it's going to run out of battery power soon. But thank you so much for viewing today's video. If you've got this far, well done. And I'll try not to be so long next time. Please leave a comment down below. I love to read your comments, and just let me know how you're getting on, and if there's any other yarny cross stitch YouTuber channels that you suggest, I would love to hear that too. So take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.